You gotta let God cook, babe. Like, I'm so like attached to my desires and my dreams and my goals and my aspirations and my higher self and all of that. But there's also like no room for surrender. And when you don't have room for surrender, you're not making space for miracles. And you really have to have patience with your life. Like, it'll be days like I'll wake up and I'll just be so happy. And then it'll be days I wake up and I'll be disappointed because I don't see like my dreams coming true, right? But it's not about what you see like manifesting in your reality. It's about your feelings. And I say this all the time, really to remind myself that it's really not about what you see and what you have. It's about how you feel. And I realize a lot of like complaining and procrastination really comes from the fact that people don't be grateful for what they have. Like, if you have the ability to watch this video, you have something to be grateful for. You have a life, you have a heartbeat, you have either eyes or ears that work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much in life to be grateful for. And I get so caught up in like what I want and what I don't have. Sometimes I just forget to just take a beat and let God cook. But there's also the duality of that, right? And I also feel like people say like success can't happen overnight, and it takes years for something to happen. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that it takes years for anything to happen. I think that it only takes years because we've set up systems that make it take years, because that's the only way we were able to, oh my gosh, I have a pimple, comprehend like time in a linear way, to set up systems and make things a process when really things happen instantaneously. And I'm tired of adopting this mindset like success doesn't happen overnight. Success doesn't happen overnight. And no, it doesn't necessarily happen overnight, but success is a feeling. Like, to feel successful is a feeling and is subjective. So if you feel successful no matter where you are in life, you're kind of already always there. You're always already there. If that's clicking, if it's clicking and you know what I'm talking about. If it's not clicking, then we might not speak of the same vocabulary when it comes to like manifesting and like surrendering and all that. But I want to make this understandable for anybody watching, that success can happen overnight, but your community isn't built overnight, right? People aren't going to know your whole story, who you are, why you do what you do overnight. But to believe that your success can't happen overnight is basically believing that it won't happen at all. You're basically affirming to yourself every single day that tomorrow, nothing's going to look different. When I go to sleep and I wake up, my life's going to look the same. And the truth is, if you put in 1% every day, put your best foot forward every day on everything that you love, and you really like, you know if you're putting your best foot forward or not. You know what you have time for, what you don't have time for. You know what you're tolerating. You know what you're settling for. You know what you're comfortable with. So, and I'm really talking to myself, like, girl, like, you know what you want, and you know it's possible. So why are you even acting like, oh, success can't happen overnight? Like, yes, let God cook, be patient, but don't tell yourself that your success can't happen overnight, because you're valuable. You are invaluable. Your talents are valuable. Your talents, your skills, your knowledge is of high value. Like, you are in demand. There are people out here that want to support you. Like, stop. And I wish I could tell myself this like a year ago, because it wasn't really until I started like writing it down and like saying it to myself every day. Like, I would hear it here and there, like, oh, success can't happen overnight. And then boom, someone that's been working on themselves for years, their success seems to have happened overnight. But what you don't realize is that people have been working on themselves, their businesses, what they love for years. So overnight to you is not overnight to everybody, if that makes sense. I feel like overnight success is just this connotation that you won't be successful fast. Like, you have to work hard. You have to get your hands dirty and go through things. And I don't believe that. I don't claim that. I don't care. This is my reality, and I don't claim that for myself. I don't believe that I have to go through traumatic things and fail over and over. Well, yes, I do feel like I have to fail at certain things over and over again, but I don't believe that my life is going to be a series of downhill, occurrences, unless that is what I feel and believe, and that's what my life looks like. But what I've noticed, as I'm putting in my best, every single day, if I can, I'm putting in 100% of my effort, your life has no choice but to get better. Do you realize that your life has no choice but to get better if you are consistently working on yourself? And I'm not talking about this toxic positivity around self-improvement and spirituality. I'm talking about actually working on your habits, your circle. Stop just living in autopilot. Of course, your success is not going to happen overnight if you're not embodying the person that already has the success that you want. But that's all I had to say. I'm not sure if this message was linear or clear, but I just really had this on my heart. And I was like, okay, Sydney, you have to let God cook. Imagine you cooking a real good meal for somebody and they just constantly over your shoulder looking, waiting. Man, bitches, you hungry? You see me cooking it. You smell good. You know it's coming. But you constantly over God's shoulder. Is it ready yet? But you already know it's coming to you. That's the same way you should feel about your dreams. Don't be so attached to your desires and your goals when you literally don't know how anything is going to turn out. All you can really do is live in the now and make the next best present moment the best moment for you, and constantly choose the better feelings. Constantly tell yourself better stories. So negative things, I just don't care. I'm not submitting to any negative ideations or ideologies. It doesn't serve me. As far as the whole success doesn't happen overnight thing. Because that's really being translated to, you're not worth your success in a short amount of time. And that's just not true. So don't be so attached to what you have and what you don't have. Just be the best you can be. You know what I'm saying? I be scrolling, looking at my likes, looking at my views, dang, when is my video gonna hit 12K? When are my followers gonna hit 100K? But then I realized dang, I really have come a long way. And I've been comparing myself to other people. And I'm I just don't be grateful for the amount of followers and likes that I do have, because those are real people, So it's just take it easy. Girl, you need to calm down. That's what you need. You need to calm down. I be overthinking. I'm only 20, and I be thinking so much about my dreams, my goals, what I want to do. And I literally have to remind myself, girl, you know it's coming. You know it's happening as you're living it. Why don't you just let God cook? Just let God cook. That's it. That's all. Y'all have a blessed day.